The bill is passed.
In a major victory for House Speaker Mike Johnson, the House has passed President Trump's big, beautiful bill. It was a marathon overnight session that ended just before 7 a.m. this morning, marking the end of months of negotiations. The final vote was 215 to 214, with just two Republicans, Representatives Thomas Massey of Kentucky and Warren Davidson of Ohio, voting no. House Freedom Caucus Chair Andy Harris voted present. The win for Republicans comes after last-minute changes to the more than 1,000 pages of legislation that included 42 pages of amendments, and a visit by President Trump to the Capitol as he worked to win over holdouts, personally meeting with several lawmakers to secure their votes. Trump took to Truth Social, celebrating the win in the House, writing that this is arguably the most significant piece of legislation that will ever be signed in the history of our country. The bill increases the debt limit by $4 trillion, extends tax cuts enacted by Trump during his first term, and also boosts funding for the border and defense priorities. One key sticking point that could cause major headaches in the Senate is reforms to Medicaid that include additional work requirements that analysts say will cause millions of Americans to lose coverage. Senate Majority Leader John Thune has already signaled the Senate is looking at several revisions to the bill that include taking away some changes to Medicaid and making some tax provisions permanent. Johnson has urged the upper chamber to make minimal changes.
I encourage them to remember that we have a very delicate equilibrium that we've reached on here. A lot of work went into this to find exactly the right balance. And you all saw how perilous that was over the last week as it developed. And I encourage our Senate colleagues to think of this as a one-team effort, as we have, and to modify this as little as possible, because it will make it easier for us to get it over the line ultimately and finished.
The Senate will now consider the bill under budget reconciliation that does not require Democratic support to pass, something that still could be difficult to achieve before Speaker Johnson's goal of getting the bill to Trump's desk by July 4th.